Luka is the most ridiculous player in the league. And it's not because of what he's been doing lately. It's because of what he's been doing lately. The man got that tech rescinded because he was going to be suspended, so the suspension got rescinded. Then a game later, he got another tech and actually got suspended, missed a game, and then he comes back and drops 40. Wow, Luka fucking Doncic.
Boy, since he has gone to the Cavs, he has been very
It's actually getting ridiculous. I mean, it's now to a point where every game I expect him to drop 40. And that's a fadeaway. That's how we're getting started. Easy money. Easy money. And that's how we're getting started. And you can tell he still wants MVP, no matter how he talks about it. Oh, good pass, boy. Braun. But when it comes to what Luka has been doing, I mean, it's just been amazing. I mean, every game, 40. It's getting to a point, oh my goodness. Chill. Luka, calm down. Luka, calm down. Okay, wait a minute. We rising over 7-footers like that? Wait a minute. We rising over 7-footers like that? When Luka start doing that? Because yes, he usually shoots a floater. But he don't rise over like that. Like that's... Jared Allen, if he jumped, it would have been a foul or a block. But he rising over centers now. Okay. I see what we got going on, Luka. Not from the parking lot. Not from the parking lot. Chill. Leave Strus alone. Leave Struss alone. Bucket. That should have been an N1, ref. You saw that look he gave the ref? You say that look he gave the ref? Huh. Actually, no. Let me stop. Sorry. That's not an N1, but it's still a tough bucket. Look how we look at the ref. Man said, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? No, the Lakers, one of the best teams in the West, one of the best teams in the league. Good pass! That's why it's so hard to guard Luka, because even when you have him contained, he still can pass easily. And then he has that. The old reliable, the famous step back, but it's not a step back from Luka Doncic. Yeah, Luka Doncic. Oh my goodness. And why do I say that his step back isn't a step back? Oh, I'll gladly explain. Because he doesn't really take a step back. What I mean by that, when he steps back, he's literally just taking a step back. And I'm saying that because when you see other players, they take their step backs, they're like step back fade. It's really rare when you see players take their step back and they rise like perpendicular to the floor. Like the amount of body control it takes for you to do a step back on the move, heavily contested, and just rise straight up. If you know, you know. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. You need a lot of body control and just a lot of confidence and just the flick of the wrist to even hit the shot after the amount of body control it took you to even do the move. But his step back is just him saying, okay, I'm going to just step back and just shoot it. Like, it's so easy for him. He's just taking a step back. It's not a step back. And honestly, you can call it a hezzy. And I love what these new players got where their base is so wide and they have the skill to push off the front foot and just reset and shoot it. Like that's a skill that a lot of players need. Definitely if you're going to be a scorer. And yes, you can call that a hesitation, step back, hesitate, whatever you like to call it. Like it's so beautiful to see from Luka, and he does it beautifully. And when he's shooting well from the 3-point line, it's scary. Now, all right, that's a step back. That's not the same step back. It's not the same step back, but even still, when he did the step back, he's just stepping back and he's perpendicular to the floor. I love how he probes and uses the screen. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. And that's the trick, honestly. That's the trick. When you take a step back and you want to be as perpendicular to the floor as possible, that angle has to be very acute. It has to be very acute. An acute angle has to be very low. So your body has to be almost like this compared to the floor. So you can, when you rise, you're shooting right up. You can see in Luka's legs. See, like he's still he's not at a 90-degree angle compared to where his back foot is, you know? Like his body's still going that way. And even this leg is still kind of going that way. His whole body's kind of leaning that way. However, his torso is still perpendicular to the floor. But his legs, his base, is not. And then that gets him right into a lined up shot. Perfect perpendicular to the floor, which allows the easiest step back possible. Step backs are like fadeaways. Your body is all over the place. And that's just terrible defense. That's just terrible defense. That's not a moving screen. You need more hustle. And actually, that's not a bad contest. But, like, come on now. Test. It really isn't. It really is not. Okay, get him off of him, please. Yep. Good float. Floaties. The scoring ability that he has with the passing ability that he has just isn't fair. Another step back. Another step back. He needs to calm down. He needs to calm the hell down. He also did have 20 in the first half, but he needs to calm down. What are we doing? Ugh. Sorry, Donovan. Sorry, Donovan. I apologize, Donovan. This is not what it's looking like right now. Oh, my God. That's what you get for jumping the screen. Pass. Oh, you know we're running that back. You know we're running that back. Struz jump. Ugh. Jump the gun. That's how you use a screen. And that's how you set it up because he's been using the screen well all game. So if you're a defender and you're tired of the guy you're guarding, if you're tired of him using screens, oh, you're going to try to force him away from that screen. But great players see that you're trying to do that. Struz saw the screen. Luka saw the hezzy. Well, not so. He pulled the hezzy. And just, that's what a hezzy is. To see what the defender does. Most defenders just stay home, so you really have to make a move. But a lot of the times when the defender isn't on par to be a defender for the caliber player that you are, in this case, Luka Doncic, it's the defender's usually going to make a mistake or make a move, which makes it easier for you to make your next move because you know what you need to do. And that's what he does. Huh! He jumps, gets to his spot. At this point, you're playing Luka's game. You're playing Luka's game. His man is behind him. The big has to help. And then the big is rolling, who's usually a lot threat. In this case, is DeAndre Ayton. And you have to make a decision as a big. Because the guard can't do anything in this situation other than dive down and block off the block. I mean, block off the big. And that's usually a hard thing to do because they end up getting posterized. And in this case, Luka did a great job of keeping his man out the play and leaving the big man to be indecisive, and he's stuck in the middle of a lob. And he's not on Luka, but he's not on Ayton. Easy lob. Beautiful. And the reason why it's so impactful is because it's Luka, bro. Stop. You know it's not over. It's not over. It's not over. And I applaud Struss for sticking with him. Because you know. When he picks up the ball, it's not over. Whoa, was that a travel? Hold on. My eyes might be deceiving me. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that's a travel. That's a travel. But it's okay. Because that's still tough. But that's a travel. Now, before you say that's not a travel, let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if I'm tripping. Step back, right? Pick up. So his left foot is his pivot foot. Then he changes it to his right foot as his pivot foot and his left foot as the what? Yeah, that's a travel. That's a travel. Please do. But that looked like a travel. Still tough. And the ref was right there too. That's the whole crazy part. Now that's just too damn easy. What are we doing? Please let me know. Please let me know. But another 40-point game for Luka. Struz, why the hell are you going under? I don't get it. Was he at a bad angle? No, go over. That don't make sense. Luka is arguably the hottest player in the league right now. Averaging 40 over God knows how many games. Why are we going under on the leading scorer in the freaking league who also happens to be the hottest player in the damn league? I don't get it. Are we living with those? I guess the coaches are living with those. I'm guessing. I mean, at the end of the day, the NBA defensive game plan coach, they know what they're doing, right? I mean, they're in the NBA. They're an NBA coach. So I'm guessing that's what they want, or Struz just made a mistake, which could be very true because, I mean, players aren't perfect. They make mistakes. The game's not over. It's not over. And Thomas Bryant stuck with him the whole time. Look at Thomas Bryant. Nope, not falling for it. Didn't fall for a damn thing. Only thing he messed up on was not applying more pressure when he picked up the ball. You know, when your coaches, I mean, if you played basketball as a kid, the coach would say, hey, if the ball handler picks up the ball, smother. But in some cases, if that player is very smart, he can just dissect that. So, understood. In this case, Luka can easily dissect that. So Thomas Bryant played it smart, played it home, and floaties. Yeah, that's just rough. And honestly, that's just Luka. Now, the Cavs didn't really play a good game. Oh, my goodness. What the hell was that? Defensively from the Cleveland Cavaliers. What the hell was that? Again, the leading scorer in the league, who happens to be a very scary MFer from the three-point line. And not only do you go under, sorry, the BS just is choking me up. Not only do you go under and don't even contest, nor switch, nor hedge, nor... Bro.
Yeah, and again, he's one of our favorite guys.
You go under, you get... What the... This is what I be talking about from the sense of urgency that the superstars lack of getting. Now, I understand some plays, mishaps happen. I understand there's a lot of times, not a lot of times, but there's times where defensive mishaps, miscues, whatever you like to call it, where they just don't do what they're supposed to do, or the switch wasn't there, communication wasn't there, not on the same page. There's a whole bunch of different things that can happen. You understand. And I understand. But, bro, again, we're talking about the leading scorer in the league, who happens to be the hottest player in the league. Somebody has to step up. What the... maybe I'm tripping. But the sense of urgency is just not there. It's just not there. Now, Luka for a wide open dunk. He has no bunnies whatsoever. And that's the craziest part. Because he's the leading league scorer. And I think I might have a higher vertical than Luka Doncic. It's actually insane. And no, it's not disrespectful. I mean, definitely nowadays, he's just not as athletic as he used to be. But I'm not saying I'm on, like don't get it twisted. There's a lot of guys who are random out here who have a higher vertical than Luka Doncic. All right? Don't get it twisted. Luka's still Luka. It's just crazy how guys like him and Jokic, again, who don't have a high vertical at all, just kill the league. And it's so impressive. And honestly, for me, it's refreshing. Because, I mean, the entirety of the league, we've seen the best players in the league be insanely athletic. Wilt Chamberlain, Michael Jordan. Well, Larry and Magic Johnson were kind of another breath of fresh air, because Larry Bird wasn't stupid athletic. Magic Johnson wasn't stupid athletic. Like, of course, they were 6'8", 6'9", you know what I'm saying? They were athletic. Wing, point guard, you had to be some type of athletic to play those positions. But you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Wilt athleticism. I'm talking about the Michael Jordan athleticism. I'm talking about the Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Russell Westbrook, LeBron athleticism. That is the level of athleticism that I'm talking about. And to see guys like Luka, Jokic, who don't even hold a feather to those guys when it comes to just the case of athleticism, be able to dominate the league the way they do is a breath of fresh air. And I love every bit of it. Like when, of course, I'm black American, whatever. When they talk about, oh, how does it feel that the Europeans are taking over the league? I don't really mind. Personally, I love great basketball. If you're better than us, oh, prove it. I want to see it. And best believe I'm going to enjoy every second of it. All right? So, like, to me, it's not really a problem. I hate when people try to make that a case. They try to bring a race or whatever, just trying to bash a certain area of players, demographic of players. Bro, basketball. It's a sport at the end of the day. Like, we need to understand that. It's a sport. It's a sport. I want to see who's the best of the best. If it happened to be all people who are 5'5", that's what I want to see. Obviously, that's not the best for a sport like basketball, but you understand what I'm saying. I don't care. I don't care. It's beautiful regardless. Seeing guys cook and dominate the league in different ways is what the game is all about. It's what evolving is all about. All right, we don't always need to do it that way. How else can we do it? Oh, we can do it that way? Now it's like, what other ways can players dominate the league? And we're going to have to wait and see, because as you can see, you don't need to be stupid athletic. You need to be stupidly skilled and smart. I promise you that will get you far enough. And we've seen players like that in the past. We have. But nowadays, in this positionless basketball era, is the best time to do it. But sorry, got off track right there. Luka. You know what? Let's just get to his stats. My favorite part of the entire session, SNS. Let me back up. All right, Luka, 42, 12 and 5, 2 steals, No turnovers. Ooh, 13 for 26, 6 for 13, 10 for 10. Ooh. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Okay. Before that, 41. Before that, 43. 32, 33. Oh, 60. Okay. 40. All right. 36. 30. Cool. Cool. Yeah, averaging 34 points, just like he did on the Dallas Mavericks that one year. Well, also averaging 8 and 8, 2 steals and a block. Damn, 4 turnovers. We gotta cut that down. We gotta cut that down. 6, 4, 5, 2, 4, 3, 5, 5. All right, Jokic, chill out. Sheesh. All right, we gotta cut that down. All right, come on. We gotta do better than that. We gotta do better than that, Luka. But still, amazing things to see. I mean, we were all remember that one year, 34. 10 and Jesus Christ. 34, 10 and 9. This man Luka was on some ish. Oh my goodness, he's so great. You see what I got it on. I should have been repping it earlier, but you see what I got it on. All right. Now let's get into some standings. All right, SNS, the other part of the S. Like I said, Lakers are third, and they clinched the playoff with the Suns' loss. So they already clinched it before the game. But we got Thunder 16-16, Spurs 57-18, Lakers 50-26, 10 games behind first, and there is 6 games left in the season for the Lakers at least. They got to play OKC twice out of those last 6 games now. All right. If Thunder lose both those, which I highly doubt, they can possibly drop, and the Spurs can overtake the Thunder, which honestly I don't see happening. But if the Lakers drop both of those games to the Thunder, guess who's 2 games behind the Lakers? The Nuggets. And then the Timberwolves and the Rockets are only 3.5 games behind. And like I said, 6 games. Oh, a lot can happen. Lakers go 3-3 of those 6. Thunder and Timberwolves and Nuggets go 6-0, which probably won't happen. Go 6-0 over those games. Oh, we're going to have ourselves an interesting situation. A very interesting situation. And honestly, that's better for me. That's better for me. There's more things to talk about. More things to really see and analyze, because it's been a great season. I love it. It's been a fantastic season. I'm actually kind of sad that it's about to end. But then the playoffs, and then you know how the playoffs go. That goes like this, man. Feels like last year's playoffs was right around the corner. And now we're in the next year's playoffs. So that's time. You just got to really enjoy it. With that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok, Facebook, IG, silkhoops. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right. Don't forget to join my Patreon and Discord channels. Link is in bio. I really go appreciate that. I really would appreciate that. But other than that, I mean, Luka and the Lakers continuing to handle business. OKC coming up soon, April 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. This weekend, and then they play them again next week. So again, this next week will be very interesting for Luka and the Lakers, because that MVP might be decided within those 2 games as well. But we'll see. And until then, guys, stay safe, stay positive. All right, I am out.